They're gonna be in for a surprise today. Alright, let's share it to Facebook. Hey! I'm streaming! Happy Friday! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Y'all don't understand how happy I am right now that I'm blue screen. Oh my goodness. That would have been awful. Everybody, I am Absird. I am Absird. You can call me Abby. I'm starving. Oh my goodness. I'm not about to eat on stream though. But yeah. I got the rumble in the tummy. I have not eaten well today. Today I've been busy. I had the concept for like normally I make it up as like on the spot whatever I'm talking about, or we're already in middle of a conversation, and whilst in the midst of conversation I'm like, oh, you know what, this would be a good idea. Do you mind if I record it? And just start recording. But I've been thinking about this since this morning. My friend has a video series called Black Star Dove, and on his podcast, he was talking about self-doubt. I've had this conversation with a lot of people, this conversation about self-doubt, and it was difficult me to articulate when like the pressure was on, because it actually took a lot more thought than I initially had given. So I've had this thought since I've had these conversations, and then this morning it really started hitting. In fact, there's this meme I just shared from my brother Donald King, and the timing's perfect. It says, Satan doesn't whisper, believe in me. He whispers, believe in yourself. And oh my goodness, believe in yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Have faith in yourself. That is dangerous. Doubt, that hesitancy, it's like a safety check. Like, hold on, let me double check what I'm doing. It's like you're ready to run across a giant bridge, and so before you cross this bridge, you're like, wait a minute. What's on the other side of that bridge? What's below this bridge? How sturdy is this bridge? Before I just, run across. Like, it's a little different than hopping across a stream. When you hop across a stream, you can utilize confidence. You're like, hey, this is a 3-foot stream. I've hopped across a 5-foot stream. I'm pretty confident I can make this jump. I'm gonna give it my best. Right across. You can see the destination. But when you can't see the ending, well, doubt becomes real useful. Even on this path of honesty that I'm on. When I quit my job, what was that? Two years ago. I called my mama. I called my sister. I like, man, this force that's guiding me is telling me to quit my job. My mama was like, hey, how you gonna pay your rent? I don't know. How you gonna eat? Woo! Alright, I have a little bit of money saved up to eat. I can also use my food money to pay rent. Like, she was going through the numbers with me. sister, she was just like, is this something that you have to do? And I was like, yeah, I really do. Like, this is a requirement. And she was like, okay. Like, I needed extra viewpoints. I had a lot of doubt. This wasn't just, all right, this is what it says, let's do it. Oh no. When someone buys a house, they have doubts. There's a safety check. Is this house up to standards? Is this place that I'm going to be safe and secure for me? They inspect the house. They go into it, open the doors, check the knobs, look at the neighborhood, sit at the neighborhood at night so that you can see what the nightlife is like. Sit at the neighborhood in the morning so you can see what early morning activity is like. You can scout the neighborhood. You can make sure that the place you're headed to is safe. And you remove self-doubt when you just have full gung-ho. Oftentimes, just like the doubters, you both have no idea where you're going, but you're sure that's where you want to go, without ever asking yourself, hey, am I sure this is where I want to go? I want you to understand, the effects that honesty has had has been amazing. I I do appreciate it. I love what's been happening in my life. I love the fact that my body feels amazing. I love that I have a form of a companion that keeps it real with me at all times. Incredible. But it is scary. And because I'm scared, I have my doubts. I doubt anything that gives me fear. I doubt almost everything that gives me fear. From what a person seems to be feeling me. And there's something about them makes me scared. I start having doubts. I start reacting to that fear. My personal method is to be honest about that fear. At least, like, I start off being honest with myself. Like, I don't like that. Why not? How did this make me feel? What happened? What happened that made me feel this way? And then at least I try to link it to an action. Like, all right, this person and I seem to be having a wonderful conversation. Then their conversation started to slack and delay, and I realized I was putting more effort into this than this other person was. That scares me. Why am I putting forth this unequal effort? Am I caught in my feelings? Do I feel like this person should have this effort even though it's not being returned? What are my feelings being based off? Are they being based off data that I have accumulated myself, or are they being based off stories that people have told me? If they're based off data I collected, how confident am I in this data? Is this new information? Is this information that for previously? Is it similar? How confident am I in this data I collected? If it's data other people collected, stories, well, how confident am I in their stories? What kind of stories does this person tell me? What kind of stories am I used to hearing from this person? Does this data that they're giving me now match their previous stories, or is it different? What's going on here? These doubts aren't simply a negative thing. It's not like, I don't want to say what it's not like. I want to say what it is like. But maybe I should do both. Maybe I should say. So it's not like I'm against things. Like, I'm not against the decision. I'm just double checking if I should make the decision. Uh, I've been trying to be more decisive. So I've been trying to make more firm choices and to communicate those choices. But there are times where I'm not communicating the unsureness. I'm not communicating the doubt. Like, hey, listen, like, I had an appointment today, and when I was getting my hair done, and looking at the time, like, if I'm not gonna make this appointment, I I should have communicated that earlier. But I started having my doubts because I got scared. I looked at the time. I got scared. Man, this doesn't look like I have enough time to finish this process, start the, and make the journey, connect and do that process, and come back home. I got scared. I had doubts. I personally, I don't know how other people do, and I don't know the purpose of doubts, but I use doubts as a safety mechanism. I use doubts when I feel my safety, when something scares me. It's how I protect myself. If I'm walking and I see a shadow, I'm not gonna be sure that that shadow is nothing. I'm gonna have my doubts. Hey, that shadow might be something. If it moves, I'm probably running. Or if it moves, I'll give it more attention, Let me give it more attention, inspect it further. Okay, that's a shadow that appears to be a tree, Or that's a shadow that appears to be a person. That person appears to be... I inspect the images that go through my mind. I don't just let the thoughts and beliefs I have run freely. Everything has to get inspected at some point. And that's how I view doubts. As an inspection. It's like if you work in a restaurant and the state's like, hey, are you serving healthy food? If a restaurant's being honest or not being honest, chances are they'll say yes, Very few restaurants are actually honest to the point where they'll say, I think our food could use a little work. So the state has its doubts. And what does it do with its doubts? It sends an inspector. The inspector goes to the restaurant and says, oh, your food is being held at proper temperature. Your equipment seems to be working. Your workers seem to be following safety protocols and procedures. All right. You have alleviated my doubts because I have observed the evidence. You have shown me proof, and not just what you've shown me, I've seen it myself. I watched you do the actions. Boom, you get a stamp. you get a passing grade. Good job. Your teachers in school, Hey, are you guys learning this material? Yes, teacher. I have my doubts. I'm going to put this to the test. I'm going to test it. And the bridge example. I wouldn't run across the bridge. Put my foot on the bridge. I stomping on it a little bit. Put some pressure. Apply some pressure. I put it to the test. Because I have my doubts about this bridge. When that bridge is sturdy, that builds confidence. Because I'm being honest about what I'm seeing happen to this bridge. Like, hey, you know what? I put a lot of pressure on this bridge. It didn't even creak. Didn't even move. It was steady. This bridge is focused. Then I take another step. Then I pick up some momentum. I pick up momentum through the doubt. The doubt is a pathway. It is a gateway that I utilize in my path to honesty. Because there are times where I can't tell the difference between what I'm thinking and what I'm seeing. And the doubt helps me peer through and separate the imagination from reality. At least for me. I actually haven't given doubt the proper focus, the channel, the principles of it. So I don't really know how the principle of doubt works. I'm going to try my go at it. Doubt seems to be a phenomenon designed to cause separation. It's designed to see if it's a necessity check. No, it's not a necessity check. It's not like, do I need this? I don't know. It's like asking, what is this thought doing? Like legit, I'm drawing huge blank spots when it comes to understanding what doubt is and the purpose that it serves. But I kind of get how it works. And I know how I use it. When I use doubt, it tends to be a result of fear. It's like either I have doubt or I'll experience trauma. And so, in order to not experience the trauma, then I doubt the event occurring to double check to see if this event could possibly lead to trauma and how it could lead to trauma. So, I use doubt to avoid trauma. I use doubt to double check progress. I use doubt to monitor growth. I use doubt as a means of measurement. Okay. Doubt is a means of measurement. It's like I always want to think that I'm doing my best. I always want to believe that I'm doing my best. But doubt is how I measure if I'm actually doing my best. Doubt is how I measure, is a way of measuring if something's on a path. Okay, so doubt is a form of measurement. Who doesn't want to do the work of measuring? It's like somebody owes you $100,000 and they hand you a stack of bills. Doubt is going to cause measurement to occur. Oh, you give me $100,000. I'm not about to count these. How do I measure this? You know, you can weigh them. You can have a machine count them. You can count them yourselves. You can do a quick eye check. It's a lot of ways. But the ways are done. It's not just, excellent, I'll believe you. Doubt tears apart belief. Doubt separates belief from reality. Doubt helps you see what's real. Now, can there be too much doubt? Can there be too much separation? Well, if doubt is the measurement, then it'll be the equivalent of over measuring. It'll be ignoring information at that point if it's too much doubt, you know? Like, how many times do I have to measure this table to know that it's 26 inches? Well, 26 and 1/3 inches. Like, sure, each time I measure it, I may get a different measurement. My skills may change. But at a certain point, I have enough information. I'm looking at the information. I'm keeping it updated. But if I need to fit the table somewhere, then I'm going to have to fit the table. Because time is a measurement, you know? I don't want to consume too much time with doubt. So I want to use doubt. And I want to take time to doubt. But I don't want to waste time doubting. Because I can doubt in real time. I can say a decision and immediately start doubting. I can have choices presented in front of me and start doubting. I can doubt pretty fast. Which is extremely ironic because I spent the whole day thinking about doubt. I spent the whole day doubting a lot of my decisions. This hairstyle. The hairstyle, I just said, you know what? I'm going to run the risk. Because I needed my hair out of my face. The current doubt is like, well, I could have just tied it back myself. But I want to try a hairstyle. Never really worn a hairstyle. I only just let my hair do what it do. I'm likely going back to that. Like, this is going to take getting used to. But I doubted this. I doubt work. I don't doubt Erin. Like, I don't really want to separate from her. But doubt is a means of measurement. And it can be a tool for separation. It can be a tool for bonding. And we definitely utilize doubt to bond. Like, should I bond with this person? And as I make those measurements, like, yes, yes, come, come, brother, come, sister. Like Monica and Sylvian, you seen them here, you know? I've had my doubts. Like, I see fighting. I see fighting happening. What is this person? Is this person fighting me? And then I doubt it. You know what? Are they fighting me or are they just fighting? Started to see the difference. Started to see who they actually were and what they were doing. And I love them. They're amazing. Brother Donald King. When I first started talking to this guy, I instantly believed everything. And then I started doubting. And as I started doubting, I no longer required belief. I looked at the evidence. And the evidence showed me what belief couldn't. Doubt helped me achieve things that belief just can't achieve. I doubted if heaven was real. I doubted if God was real. Like, I've been to heaven and I've met God. And I still doubted if it was real. Of course, like when I met it, like it didn't tell me, it didn't announce itself. That there wasn't this glory, this fanfare, it wasn't this subtlety, this sneakiness, this overtness. It was just there. And I just knew. It's like, that's what this is. Why is this thing looking at me? Oh my goodness, why? Why are you looking at me? What? Do I talk to you? Oh, I do. Okay. What should I? This is what I should ask. Hey, why am I not happy? Oh, that I don't like that. Ooh, like man, and legit, all that. I was terrified. I was being forced to be honest in that situation. When interacting with God, I was forced to be honest. Like, it wouldn't give me answers per se. The way that the communication was occurring is as I begin the thought process to formulate a question, I would connect to experiences that show me the answer. So when I asked why am I not happy, I was connecting to hundreds of experiences of me causing myself and others unhappy, of me causing imbalance. I was shown how terrible of a person I was. Oh, man. It was not an experience I ever want to repeat. But I do understand why it was required. I do understand why I have to talk about it, even though talking about it hurts. Like, that memory was burned into my mind. It is so deeply entrenched that when I interact with people, I have the doubt to make sure that I'm not being sexually aggressive or aggressive in general. I have to make sure I'm not fighting because I don't want to ever cause that experience again. I don't want to do that to other people. It's awful, the things that I used to do. I'm not about to repeat them. But I'll speak about them. I was selfish. My first priority was me. What am I getting out of this? Even when I helped people, I will only help people that could help me back. Or I will only help people so that I can feel good about myself. Hey, I'm going to help this person because I'm a good guy. I'm a hero. Look how giving I am. I was narcissistic. Everything that I did was to create this image of me being perfect, me being this saint, me being an angel. I didn't know what these things meant. I just wanted glory. When I knew that I was smarter than someone, I understood how to take advantage of that situation. I was disgusting. I hung around disgusting people. I thought disgusting thoughts. I listened to disgusting music. And because I saw what I'm capable of, I constantly have doubts to see if I'm going back to that. Or if I'm being honest. Alright, it looks like this dog has to go for a walk. So, I'm ready to go. Hey, I want to talk to you. I want to tell you about the projects that I'm working on. I want to tell you about the people that I'm meeting. I want to hear what's happening in your life. I want to hear what's exciting for you. I want to hear what's stressful for you. I want to talk to you. Join the conversation. Find me on Facebook, Absird Charles. Find me on Instagram, Absird1. Find me on Cashapp, ABSIRD. Find me on Spotify, baby. Find me on YouTube, Chatting with Abby. Man, I want to talk to you. Hit my DM like, hey. See me in person, say what's good. I want to talk to you. Join the conversation. All right. Abby. Hey, Aaron. Tranqui, mami. Mami.